Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, and recently we've been doing a lot of subscriber build ratings, and that's what we're doing again today. I asked you guys last week to send me in some of your guys' cars, which, by the way, if you want to be in next video, be sure to send pictures of your car and a build sheet of your car to my Instagram at ss.marky, and I will for sure review it. I'm reviewing everybody's cars. It's going to take me a little while to get to, but still I will review it 100%. Anyways, yeah, and you guys submitted a lot. So we have a total of 21 more builds to go, but I'm gonna do 8 today and then maybe the last bit tomorrow, but probably by the time that, not tomorrow, but next time, but probably by the time that we do the next batch, there will be enough to do a third batch, so we'll probably just split it up into 2 then. But yeah, that's what we're doing today, reviewing 8 of your guys' wonderful, beautiful builds. You guys honestly have some sick builds. But anyway, guys, without further ado, if you want to support the channel any more than you already are, head on over to www.smoothstance.com/shop to pick yourself up any hats, shirts, or shorts. And with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. All right, so first off, we got Steven Newell with @2JZ_XJ, and yes, that name does not deceive you. This is a 2JZ swapped Jeep Cherokee. Why? Because why not, man? I mean, it's absolutely just mind-blowing what car guys can manage to do. But anyway, he says he has a 2001 Jeep Cherokee XJ with a 2JZ GE VVTi NAT, factory Jeep Cherokee transmission with manual shift toggle switch, 2-step rolling anti-lag, line lock for burnouts, still has 4x4 capability. That is honestly the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's a Supra Jeep with 4x4. Like, this thing is sick. This thing is freaking... I do not like, by any means, lifted cars. I'm not like the biggest off-roading kind of guy, but good golly, this thing is gotta be the coolest like thing I've ever... Like, I love car guys, man. I love car. We're just so weird. We do the weirdest things ever. But Steven, dude, I love your Jeep. If I were to build a Jeep, this is how I would do it. And I never even thought that, because it's just so out of the blue. You would never think to put a 2J in a Jeep Cherokee, but it works so well. It looks awesome. It sounds like it's fun. Like, I love it, man. Congrats. All right, next up we got Tom Wig @TomXWig. He has a 2013 Aero Toyota 8.6, MCA red coilovers, NKRPF1s, VLAN front headlights, Valenti smoked rear taillights, many more performance mods coming, including an HKS turbo kit. This thing is gnarly. I mean, so this is like opposite of what the Jeep just was. The Jeep was gnarly in a way where it's like, okay, you're gonna be going fast, and you're going to be going fast in a just box that wants to roll over at all times, where this is like, okay, you're going to be going fast, but you're only going to be going fast when you go around corners, because it's an 8.6 and they're not like the super fast in a straight line, but they handle like a dream. They look really good. I freaking love the looks of the 8.6 and the FRS BRZ line. They're so cool. Really quick though, is that spoiler stock? Because if it isn't, I'm not the biggest fan of that spoiler. I don't really like it too much. If it is stock, I mean, either way, I don't really like it too much, but I'm just saying, like, it's a weird spoiler. I don't know how I feel. I don't like it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like just like a simple duck bell on these cars. But still, in case you guys don't know, Tom Wig actually had the Golf Mark 6 Golf R in the last episode. He has 2 beautiful cars. So congratulations, Tom. You're doing something right, and I love the car. All right, next up we got Chris @MoneyFromWiFi on Instagram, and he's got a 2008 BMW 135i Performance Mods Edition, because he has modded like everything performance-wise. It's full bolt-ons, 5-inch ARM intercooler, AR Designs catted downpipes, Evolution Raceworks charge pipe, real full carbon closed Dynon intake, Stage 2 E30 tune, Stage 4 transmission flax, and then he's got a couple of cosmetics there too. He's got a carbon hood, carbon trunk spoiler, carbon diffuser, carbon side mirrors, also has M4 kidney grills and AFE intake scoops. So a lot of stuff he's done to this car. I love them. I love the 135i's so much. In case you guys don't know, these are pretty much pocket-sized 335i's. They have the same motor, and they're freaking sick. They can go insanely fast. If you ever see a freaking 135i that's modified, do not let it fool you, because you would think, oh, this car can't be packing that much of a punch. You are wrong. These things are quick. They are scary. Just run from them. Run from them. Just don't ever race these things. They're really quick, and I'm sure this guy's is extremely quick too, because he's FBO and tuned. He's got something with the intercooler, but he doesn't mention it. It's going to be fast, so don't race Chris here. But Chris, I like your car. The one thing I would change about it is the ride height. It's kind of at monster truck height right now. I would lower it a little bit more, and the one thing I would keep about it is that exposed intercooler and the trunk lip. I like that trunk lip. All right, next up we got Jonah @Jonah B Scott, and he has a 1985 Pontiac Fiero bone stock. It makes 98 horsepower, and he ain't trying to be, you know, like super cool hot boy, and I like that. But dude, the Fiero is the forgotten sports car. I don't understand why people don't like the Fiero more. I love these cars. My dad has 2 of them. They're super sick cars. They're so underrated. They are pretty much an MR2, and yes, they are as dangerous as an MR2 too, by the way. So Jonah, please be careful when driving this thing. But he does say he plans on doing a K24 or K20 swap later this year. Also plan on getting some period correct turbofan wheels, which are actually, he sent me a picture of them, and they actually, I think they would look pretty good on this car. But I mean, it's a bone stock car. There's not too much to talk about except for the fact that these cars are extremely underrated. If you guys don't know anything about the Pontiac Fiero, look into them. They're really cool cars. But Jonah, I like your car. The one thing I would keep on it is the period, the stock, spoiler. Don't change that. I see people always, like, when they do modify these, which is very rare, but when they do modify these cars, they always take the spoiler off. Keep it on there. I like it. And the one thing I would one thing I would change about the car is the wheels, but you already said you want to get new wheels anyway, and so that'd be sick. Next up, we got Richard at Richard Pfeiffer 13 on Instagram, and he doesn't give me a build list. So guys, if you want your car to be like talked about for a very long time, give me a build list, but he doesn't give me one. But it's a Subaru WRX. It's the stink eye year. It's not the hatch. I personally like the sedans better anyway, just gonna put it out there. But he doesn't have aftermarket headlights, which I actually do like. That's the one thing I would keep. But besides that, it looks pretty stock. So, it's cool. My friend Eric has one of these, and he drifts it, and it's rear-wheel drive, and the thing is nuts. Go check him out on YouTube, Eric Buddha. But they're really cool cars. I like the stink eye WRX a lot. But, it looks kind of stock. We both follow Addison Rae. Just wanted to put that out there. I put Richard on blast. But anyway, it's a cool car, man. I like the car. He's from Connecticut. Hey, buddy, we're from Connecticut, gang. But anyway, man, I like the car. The one thing I would keep about it is the headlights. One thing I would change about it is the wheels. And yeah. All right, so next up, we got VQ Vic at Saucy Victor on Instagram. And your boy has a 5th gen Maxima that is HR swapped. It has a freaking HR 350Z 6-speed manual, not the engine, but it's got a 6-speed manual from an HR 350Z in this car, which I think is pretty cool. But anyway, it has BC Racing coils, NKRPF1s, Halo headlights, ISR test pipes, Megan Racing blast pipes, poly mounts, 17-inch HR swap. I think he just means, I don't know what that means, 17 HR swap. Oh, 2017 HR swap. Okay, I see what he's saying now. But wait, so is this I can't tell. Does he mean that that's the engine? Vic, are you talking about did you actually put a freaking VQ37HR in this car, or are you talking about the transmission? I can't really tell, but either way, it's cool. It's slammed, which is pretty sick, to be honest with you. And you don't see these cars modified a lot, and honestly, that's a bad thing. Keep modifying these, man. These things can look clean. Don't let everybody fool you because half of them that are driving on the streets are rust buckets, because this is a prime example of one that can look good. It looks good. It doesn't look ricer. It's not like super overdone. There's nothing super stupid about it. It looks nice and simple. I like it. All right, next up, we got James at James Hopkins, and he has a 1999 Toyota Altezza. Wait, that's an actual Altezza. That's actually pretty cool. RS200Z. He said he hasn't had it long, so all he has is a cold air intake, a shifter, and shift boot. Has wheels, but the tires need to go on. Those wheels are going to look nice, by the way. Those wheels are clean as hell. Put some coilovers on that John, though, buddy. Lower this puppy. IS300s look amazing lowered. I love the IS300s. Well, Altezzas, but same thing. He also gives me a freaking engine bay pick. And dude, that engine bay is clean. Keep it that clean. That is a clean engine bay for a 20-year-old car. The thing is beautiful. But yeah, you guys all know how I sit on the IS300 gang. I love these cars. They're freaking so sick. They're so freaking cool, man. I can't tell if it's an automatic or a manual. He says he has a shifter and a shift boot on it, so I'm assuming it's a manual. If that's the case, you hit the jackpot, because these cars for manual are expensive as hell nowadays. But they're so sick, man. I love them. Yours is kind of bone stock, I'm gonna be honest, but you said that you haven't had it for long, so that makes sense. The one thing I'll keep on it is those wheels. Once they actually go on there, those are beautiful wheels, and the paint. That color is sick. And the one thing I would change on it is the ride height. Definitely lower that puppy. All right, next up we got YKTV Ellie. and he has a G35. I think it's a 04, yeah, it's 2004 GTA 5. He says it's mechanically perfect, but as you can see, definitely needs some love on those panels with plastic dip on it. Thank God that you didn't do that yourself, because it does look terrible. I'm going to be 110% honest with you, man. This is the reason why I do these videos, is because I like to rate your guys' cars, but whoever did those plastic dip jobs and those just terrible like, I think the only problem with this car that I can see is the paint. If you get this thing fully repainted, or you wrap it yourself or something, it can be a clean car, but whoever had this before you just completely messed up the paint on this car. The paint is just really bad. I like those wheels. Are those stock G35? I don't think those are stock G35 wheels, are they? I don't think they are. I like those wheels if they aren't stock G35 wheels, except for the fitment is kind of wonky, to be honest, but I think they are stock because that fitment is terrible. But anyway, it looks cool. I love G35s. I mean, it doesn't look cool yet. It will look cool. I love G35s. They're a blast. I have a 350Z, so obviously I have to like my brothers over there in the Infinity family. I like those headlights, although they look like they're kind of shooting blanks on the left side there, but I mean, I like those headlights. Those are kind of hard to wire, so that makes sense that it's shooting blanks. But it's a cool car, man. Keep it mechanically perfect. Yeah, you say it's mechanically perfect, keep it that way. Worry about this body work first, because if you can get this paint all cleaned up, it'll look so much better. All right, next up we got my real life friend. Oh, this is gonna be the last one, by the way. My real life friend at Preza on Instagram, and he has a Hawkeye at Impreza WRX. I love this car, but there might be a little bit something missing on it. You might be like, oh, it's just a normal Impreza. No, it ain't. This puppy's rear wheel drive swapped. Yes, sir. This Subaru can drift. It's awesome. It's slammed on the ground, has some bolt-ons, and it's rear wheel drive. That's all he's done to it, but he's also changed the paint because it was originally silver when he got it. He has new wheels on there that actually do look pretty good. He has some front camber sticking out. You know he's drifting this puppy. It's freaking awesome, man. I love it. I love to see it, dude. I mean, it does look kind of stock to somebody that doesn't know the build, but once you like actually start to learn about his build, you can tell he really likes to just drive this car and have a blast with it, and that makes sense. It's just like my friend Eric Buda, like I was mentioning before. You rear-wheel drive swap these WRXs, man, and they're even more fun. I'm telling you guys, if you got a WRX, swap that puppy to rear-wheel drive. But he also slammed it. It looks really good. I like the fitment, to be honest. I didn't think I did. I forgot how good the fitment was. But that is the one thing I would change, is the wheels, though. Only because I just don't like gold wheels. I like silver wheels or chrome wheels, but teach their own. Some people like those better, so if you do, power to you. But that's the one thing I would change. The one thing I would keep is the ride height, and the fact that it's rear wheel drive thing is awesome. But anyway, guys, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment another video that you guys want to see down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. Also, guys, I started a new YouTube channel, so if you want to go support that, the link is going to be in the top of the description. It's just to help me get a little bit more extra funds for the 350Z build, because I'm running low on funds and that 350Z is eating them all up. So that's all that's for. If you guys want to support it, go right ahead. If you don't, that's fine too. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love doing these, so make sure you send your car at ss.marky on Instagram. And das vidanya. Have a nice night.